What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, and today we're going to be talking about something I've seen you guys talk about a little bit. I've seen a couple people post about it on Twitter basically, and it's something I've talked about a million times in my videos, and that's basically that you need to sell your shoes, right? There's a million shoes that you probably collected if you open packs, if you do anything like that. Look at this. Look how many pages of shoes I have, right? A million pages. And if you don't know how to get here, let's talk about that real quick. So when you go into your collection, you have the shoes. This is where most people sell their shoes, right? But the problem is when you're selling like this, it gets boring, right? First of all, it's always boring. So when you're selling like this, sometimes you kind of like just do it, and then out of nowhere, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do out of nowhere? The thing that a lot of us do, which is basically sell like a diamond shoe, because you're not paying attention, you're just going really fast. So while you're going fast, you're just gonna end up selling this for $7.50. Don't realize it. So what you're gonna actually do is gonna go all the way to the bottom where it says search. You're gonna go here, you're gonna go to shoes, and you're gonna basically decide whether you want to sell your bronze, your silvers, blah blah blah. So we're gonna start with our bronze. This way we do not mess up anything, and we're gonna see how much MT we had. So we're gonna pretend we only had 665. We sold a couple before, but 665, right? So let's see how much we end up with. I know it's a lot, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually talk about the NBA, right? Because I don't want to sit here and talk about, oh look, an Air Jordan, look at this shoe, I like this shoe, I love this shoe. No, what we're gonna talk about is the NBA playoffs, how Giannis single-handedly, now the team kind of played really well. The Bucks are on fire right now. They beat the Celtics, the team that a lot of people thought were gonna go a long way. A lot of people were like, oh, they were this good last year without Kyrie, this and that. But what happens? Kyrie's mentally not there. Why? Because he wants to get traded, right? Or he wants to leave in free agency, I should say. He's planning to leave, or he's working on leaving, all this other stuff. We see this a lot from players when they're basically disengaged, knowing they're not going to be on that team anymore, or there's a lot of stuff going on between the teams that we don't see. There's a lot of things we don't see, and it's like a chemistry issue. So what's going to actually happen is the Celtics, I think, next year become a lot better chemistry wise, because that's how they were last year without Kyrie. They were good, they were clicking, they all knew their role, they all had a major role, they had a role above that what they were. The problem, however, is that the East got a lot stronger. So can they actually win down the line? Can one of them step up and be a leader in the sense when it's closing time? They used to have Isaiah Thomas, who was a closer. Kyrie was supposed to be a closer. Can Jason Tatum, can Jaylen Brown, can one of them, or can somebody else come? Gordon Hayward, somebody like that. Can one of them take that role at the end of a game when you need a bucket to be the guy, or are they going to win as a team? You got the Philly-Toronto series. There's game 6 tonight. It's going to be a good one. This series could go to 7, or Kawhi Leonard, who's playing like a monster, can just end it here. So we're going to find out. Joel Embiid, when he plays well, that team is unstoppable. That team is literally unstoppable. I don't like that Mark Jackson was talking about him being already one of the greats. I don't know why I clicked apply to player. Talking about one of the greatest centers ever. That's what he said. That's literally what he said. Do I agree with this? Nah, I don't. I mean, I think he has the potential to be, but he's already talking about him being there. He said he's already earned that, and I don't think so. He hasn't played long enough. He doesn't play as much during the season. Like, he's injury prone as of now. That's what we see him as. We gotta trust the process for sure, but we cannot start saying stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of great centers that have been so reliable for so many years. This dude just came in the league, hasn't really played that much, so I'm not gonna give him that yet. I think he has the potential, the footwork, the skill, the assets to be one of the best ever, but I don't think he's there yet. The Raptors have Siakam, who has the potential to be an all-star very soon. I could see that. Kyle Lowry cannot hit a single shot, bro. Whenever he shoots the ball, I pray he makes a shot. It's so sad. It's so bad, and I don't know what to say. Let's go back to Kyrie for a second and talk about where we think he's gonna go. Let me know down below where you think Kyrie's gonna end up. I honestly believe he might become a Knick. He might. I don't honestly know for sure. Obviously, none of us really know. He could become a Knick. I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm just saying he could. He basically grew up in like Jersey and stuff. That's where he went to high school. But what I'm going to say is he has the potential to definitely go to New York. He has the potential to go to LA. If he goes to LA, it's going to be a little different, because if he ends up going back to LeBron, I don't know. He's gonna get a lot of hate on that, because it's just simply the fact he wanted his own team. didn't work out for him, and now he's going back. That could be a possibility. I don't know where else he might end up, so let me know what you guys think down below. I really am interested. Now, West Coast tonight, I think we have Denver and Portland. That series had one of the best games ever. 4 overtimes. None of the teams wanted to lose. They all knew what was at stake. They all just were pushing and fighting and doing all that. Jokic is a beast. CJ's playing out of his mind this year with Lillard, who's actually struggling in this series, so he needs to pick it up a little bit. Cantor's banged up. This series is really good because Murray's stepping up a little bit. You got Paul Millsap showing his veteran experience. I don't know who's going to win this one, and I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think whoever wins this series is going to have trouble regardless, but it's definitely going to be big for the franchise. I can't remember the last time either of these franchises made it that far, so it's definitely going to be a very, very big step. It's going to be very interesting to see who actually can prevail tonight, because if this goes to 7, it's anybody's game. They've all proven to be able to win on both sides of the spectrum, so basically this is a big game for Portland, basically, because obviously, right, obviously it's a big game for Portland because it's an elimination game. We're gonna see how that goes. I think I like Damian Lillard going up against Steph Curry a little better, which brings us to the fact that KD got injured yesterday. They were saying it's just the right, left, whatever leg it is, calf strain, right? I think they said right calf strain, but at the time of the injury, it looked really bad, right? It looked like an Achilles injury. And at this time, I don't think we've been told for sure after the testing. And I feel like even if there was bad testing, they wouldn't say it to the media just because they wouldn't want to get it out there yet. So maybe they're holding off on something bigger. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's nothing serious. But at the end of the day, Steph Curry really showed up last night. They needed him. We were wondering, I was wondering if Steph was going to show up. I was wondering if Clay was going to show up. I was wondering if James Harden was just going to take over that game. And James Harden did not show up at all. After KD went down, pretty sure he had 3 points, then just stopped playing. Like, he just stopped. He let everybody else try to do their thing. We saw CP3 trying to ISO, which was not the move at all. I don't want to see that no more. But Steph came to play. It was his team again. He showed us how it could be. Draymond took over that game. His presence, all that, he made it felt for sure. So that team is a problem. That team will always be a problem. They were a problem before. What happens next year, who knows? Because KD's supposed to be leaving, right? Like, say without an injury, where is he going to end up? Let me know also. I want to know. I don't want to know what you guys think about his injury. Like they said calf strain. I'm going to believe that for now, but I'm not fully convinced just because of this, like, him just getting that injury. Like, it felt a little more. It could have been just a calf strain. At the end of the day, we all, like, maybe he didn't stretch that well. Maybe he didn't eat that well. Maybe he's not drinking enough water. You never know. He's been carrying the load so much, and maybe he just got tired. Like, strains and stuff, like pulling muscles, that happens a lot. So hopefully it's nothing serious. You never want to prey on injuries. If anyone is preying on an injury, I don't care if he's your least favorite player, just don't do that. It's not a basketball thing. You want teams to lose at full strength. You want guys to be healthy. This is one of the all-time greats when it's said and done. I'm not going to say he's going to be the greatest of all time. I don't believe that. I think him jumping on a team like this doesn't prove that he's the greatest, but he has the potential to be. He's one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen, so of course we don't want to see him injured. It might mess up his legacy forever, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to see that happen. I want to see him at full strength next year. I want to see him on a team by himself. I want to see stuff like that. So once again, guys, let me know what you guys think. I really do want to know. I'm really interested and curious, and definitely want to know stuff like this. Like, this is what I want to talk about, like, once a week. I should have started this on the playoff starter. We should have talked about this in the first round, but like I told you guys, the first episode, like, really just messed up, so it was really annoying, and it, like, wasn't meant to be. But now we're gonna try to do this maybe like once a week. See when the third round starts, we'll talk about it a little bit, about what happened in the second. But yeah, I want to definitely talk about basketball. I know this is boring. You guys aren't really watching probably, and if you are, I hope you're selling your cards right now. Make sure you're selling your shoe cards. We got about 35k right now, a little less, like 32 or something like that, and we still got a long way to go. Look, there's pages on pages on pages. This is page 1. I was only page 2 left. There was like 3 or 4 before, but we sold a couple. And these shoes aren't really gonna be anything. We're never really gonna use them. You can try to use them if you want. Like, they do help your players. Definitely try. I was saving the 3-point ones, but I realized I'm never really gonna sell them, so it makes absolutely no sense. Maybe the gold 3-point ones you should save. Sell those. They do go for a little bit. 3-point shoes do. So if you want to sell them, but I have stuff in my auction house, so I'm never really gonna ever do that. I really hope you're all having a great day. Tomorrow we should be having a budget episode. I wanted to do it today, but I can't. So I'm gonna have you guys have that tomorrow. I know I haven't been streaming a lot. A lot of you guys have been asking, but I've been really like busy. Just my schedule is really messed up right now. So I'm gonna fix that very soon. I'm trying to get used to it, so maybe I can stream around it. but right now it's like really messed up. So I apologize on that end. I will definitely try my best to get back and better and be better than I ever was. So be on the lookout. I still have some videos you guys have been waiting for. I know I'm working on them. It's just like so much going on right now, so wait on me. Please be patient. Let me know what you guys think about everything going on in the NBA right now. Let me know what you guys think about just everything in general. If you guys have any questions or want me to make any certain videos, I also want you guys to comment that, because it helps me out. Because if I know what you guys are asking for, what you guys want, it helps me out for sure. I also want to point out, I actually do sell my shoes pretty often. Like I say, I sell my shoes every month at least once. So right now I don't have that much MT. I think one time I did sell them and I made like 200, 300k. There are times you sell them, you only get like 70, 80. It depends how often you remember to sell them. So just sell them now. If you've never sold them before, you might get a lot. This only really works if you open packs and stuff. So even packs that you get from Triple Threat or something, those have shoes. So you never know, you might have some that you didn't know about. So make sure you do that. I'm gonna probably sell my diamond ones separately, but look, gold ones start going for 300. And now what we're gonna talk about is something different. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here and sell all these. How many pages do I have? I have 4 pages of shoes. That's a lot. That's a lot. So what I'm gonna do one more time right now, like real quick, because I don't think I'm gonna sell all of these right now. What I'm gonna talk to you guys about really quick. Oh, that's a lot of MT though. This is so frustrating. Look at all the MT. Look at all the MT. All right, real quick before we keep going, we're gonna talk about injury cards as well. So injury cards, you could see them here. What you could actually do is, see this one, I'm not gonna sit here and sell 21s. I'm gonna send the entire stack to my auctions. I've talked about this a bunch of times, right? We can send the entire stack to our auctions, keep seeing if there's any more 20s, send the entire stack to your auctions, right? So this is gonna save me a lot of time. I wish you could do this with all of them, but you honestly can't, which sucks. This is one of the worst things ever. So right now what I would have to do is I'd have to sell every single one of these individually. So they add up. At first, all this little MT, you're probably like, why am I gonna do this? It's gonna take forever. But if you're just watching like the basketball game, watch a basketball game, watch my YouTube videos, watch some Twitch, watch something, and do this. It doesn't feel that bad. It really doesn't. So now we're going to show you what happens when you send them to your auctions. So what usually happens is you could sell them all for the price. They stack up and you could just quick sell all of them, so you don't have to do them each one individually. I have a lot of stacks in my auction house. I'm never going to sell these as a stack, but I can. And remember, you can buy stacks. It helps you make MT. Never forget that. You guys sometimes, I feel like sometimes you guys do forget that, so I just try to remind you guys as much as I can, because it helps out a lot. So we're gonna keep going, I guess, on these, just so we know how much MT we made at the end. Maybe I won't show it all, but I got a lot of diamond shoes that I could probably sell individually, so we're gonna have to work on those. I should have sold all these Jordan ones. They do go for a little bit when Jordan is out. When shoes are made for certain players, they definitely go up. Like Curry can only wear Under Armour, so his shoe goes well when his card comes out. Jordan goes well when cards like him, CP3, like cards that can only use Jordan cards. Nike, same thing. Adidas, same thing. So always remember that and save them for those rainy days. But yeah, I think we covered every team. I'm excited for the draft this year. I'm definitely excited to see what those players do for sure. I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be major. So that's very exciting for sure. Also got to be excited for free agency. A lot of free agents. We didn't even talk about Clay being a free agent. Kawhi is a free agent. Like, what if Kawhi leaves Toronto? What happens to Toronto? Like, there's a lot of things we need to talk about, because there are teams with a lot of money, like the Knicks, which I don't think is like a really appealing franchise in my opinion. But you got teams like the Clippers, who might be, because they're very tough. They got a good coach. Their owner is one of the most passionate ever. You got teams that are on the rise, such as the Kings, the Nets. You got teams that just build and you don't know how they're gonna be when like next year starts, like the Mavericks. This next NBA season may be huge, especially if Kevin Durant leaves. They won't be the favorites anymore. DeMarcus Cousins may be leaving. They might not be able to afford him. Like, there's a lot going on this free agency that I don't think we are actually like able to comprehend yet. But the landscape of the NBA is going to change forever. We're still going to find out who's the MVP, whether it's Giannis or James Harden. I'm very excited to know that. I'm excited to know who's the most improved, because my boy D'Angelo Russell might have a chance to win that. Like, there's so much going on in the NBA. Like, if you're not an NBA fan, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't know why I just sold that shoe. That's a good shoe. So let's try to skip that one. Maybe I could sell that one. It's actually Adidas, so I don't know how much it actually goes for, but we could save it. It might go for a little more than 300 for sure. Sometimes you can sell those 3-point shoes for like 3 to 4k. Sometimes they're just 1k, but anything is more than 300, right? So remember that. Try to make as much MT as possible whenever you can. man. So while I continue selling, here is the new locker code. You can see it right there. We got a new locker code. It's only a diamond. We thought it was gonna be like a pink diamond or something, but here you go. If you guys don't know the ball drop, how to drop the ball, I will link it down below. Make sure you check it out. It works, trust me. Everyone's been saying it works. There's a couple people that say it doesn't, but I don't trust them. All I know is they missed their ball drop, they missed the timing, and blame me and the picture and all that other stuff. So don't believe it, just practice it, because the timing is really hard. It's definitely hard. If you didn't get it and you still have confidence in me and the thing, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you for sure. You guys are the real MVPs. You guys are the reason we are doing it. You guys are like the reason I'm doing anything in life right now. Like, I really do appreciate you guys. My life was miserable without you, and I just want you guys to know that. So I am very thankful for you guys and grateful and all that good stuff. And we started at what, 665? I said we're about at 730. That's a lot of MT for someone, like I said, that I've been actually like keeping up with my shoes. Like, I do this pretty often, so keep that in mind. I still have diamonds I could sell. Keep that in mind for sure. We got a Michael Jordan here just sitting here. I'm gonna sell it eventually. But yeah, guys, keep that going. I actually didn't know that there were super moments packs at all. Like, I did not know that was a thing. And look at these cars look nice. Look at all these nice cars. Do we open one of these? What are the chances of us pulling something? They are 12k though. If I'm not guaranteed a player, I'm not doing it. I'm actually not going to do that. What we could do is I'll open like one more MJ, and I opened a couple today already. I'm not feeling it. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you're selling your shoes. Make sure you tell me about what you think about the NBA free agency. Do the ball drop. I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. You guys love that series, so I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for that. Sorry I haven't been able to upload and all that good stuff, and let me stop doing that because that's making me dizzy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's been your boy Mosballin, and Ballin.